So, Libra, hey, this is Kim here to give you next 3-day messages. I pulled these cards because I wanted to. I had an earlier reading for you that I wasn't comfortable with, and there was a lot of confusion. Like, it was the moon energy plus the fog energy, and it was just like, oh, what is this? And I didn't feel like I was getting the message. I felt like it was hard to decipher, and so I thought, I'm going to try to retake their reading, and I would pull the cards out, meditate on them if I had to. So I'll be honest, I was totally expecting something confusing to come out, but it didn't. So, so that's like, it's part of your message is there's this energy of change, and it's very, very big. So if you've been feeling like any kind of confusion about changes that are going on, about how exactly they're going to happen, just know that you're in transition, and that you'll be like, oh, okay, well, that was only confusing for a moment, or something. Something like that. So I'm really interested in these cards because they all look the same. They all have night and day as like a message on them, like this night and day, yin yang, balanced energy. Lead, I always see as like a transition that you are protected through. Heavy decisions, though, are made during this time. You're going to have cause, reason to celebrate with the alchemical wedding. And the androgen is saying, and so there's more, right, for that alchemical wedding. There's more to talk about with that. But the androgen, seems like the androgen card and the raven's head are part of a creative project that you're going to do that's going to lead to a lot of success. That's how I'm reading this. And there could be some confusion as to the changes, maybe like how they're going to happen exactly. Okay. So, alchemical wedding is the completion of the masculine and feminine energies within our body being balanced and whole. And that comes together as a new creative force, this energy, new creative force to work with. The androgen might be, it's a new aspect of self. Look, this type of wholeness that you're experiencing is bringing about changes like the moon energy, because it's more whole and more complete, and you're going to see things, you're going to see different things as contrast. So I'm getting heavy duality, heavy, I have seen the contrast. I like a person, you all understand the polarity, that there's this side to an experience, and there's this side of it ultimately, like, is still connected. And so you have experienced the contrast more than likely, and this is that extreme. Get ready to celebrate something that has yet to have a label. There's no label to it. There's no name. This is a new spiritual experience, and it looks like it's bringing people here to create this with you. So I see shared vision in a creative venture, but some aspects of this creative venture that you're going on could have already been somewhat like you maybe have already stepped into. Maybe it's a talent, or it might actually be, like, I'm just getting an image of somebody that's already worked on something a little bit, and this now expands it. It may turn it into something kind of new. But this raven's head is saying, your life's work is beginning. And this is a transition. And it's coming across as something very creative. The river. The raven can be a card that's talking about what like the magic that you hold, or that it appears that you hold, knowledge and wisdom from your experiences that you've had so far, all inside that pearl. It's what you take with you, but ultimately it's in the throat chakra area, so it's going to be expressed and in a creative way, because we have read. The winter card could be part of confusion if it's linked to the stillness of during this transition, or interesting. Yeah, well, I'm glad I redid your reading, because if you're just not feeling it, sometimes we do things, maybe it's a creative project or our work, but if we're just not feeling it, there's a real sense of like, I'm not going to just do this for the sake of making something just to make it, so something here is about, it's going to be real important for you. You have the Father on the bottom, Father archetype, responsible, duties, the Mentor, the Siren, and the comic. So the Mentor, I get for some of you all, this is you. This is you as this mentor. The Siren is alluring, beautiful energy, and it feels like it's linked to what you're attracting in also. But remember that the Siren is this, it's the energy that radiates from the Siren. Their song calls people in. There may be something about a song or anything that you do that like attracts attention. It's doing just that. So you might not even be wanting to, but if it's a creative project, there may be something there you wanting it to be seen. But you're definitely not just being seen, you're being felt. And the comic is good because it's during a time of the lead card, which is a heavy transitionary period. It's good to have our vibration as naturally high, and authentic to us as we can. And sometimes it requires humor during hard times or tough transitions. So it looks like if that mentor energy is not you, that you're going to have somebody that comes in and helps you for a new horizon. So I have the 10 of Cups, which is, I think it is saying that you're going to meet somebody who's going to show you how to have all of not only your needs met, being satisfied emotionally, it's a completion, but we're also doing pretty well financially too. Like help you set sail, new horizons, help you set sail. Ultimately, it's creating our heaven on earth. And you have a guide, you have a mentor, a guide. And this person might be just somebody who opens you up to seeing that there's way more possibilities or paths. Maybe they're maybe they are going to offer something too that opens up another pathway or possibility for you. So parsec. A pause before the flow. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, you are about to take flight. You are about to take flight. Something that you do is being noticed. Something that if it's a business, even a joint venture, here the binary star is when you see another star and they're on the similar path to you. They have something. This is attracting things and people that are more in alignment with you in a positive way, that are close together with their meaning. And the photon is big, right? It is a light wave and particle. This card literally means that it's time for you to shine in a very positive way. So there's going to be a positive upflow. It's tied to this 10 of Cups. So getting ready to take flight. I mean, you have the jet or the rocket ship, and you have the sailboat. So it's like getting somewhere feels like it's very nature powered, and sometimes you had to change the course according to the way that the wind was, the way the wind was blowing. So, but when you get to this destination or to this spot where there's a life's work that begins, and then you get into this rocket ship. So it's going to be a totally different experience. I feel like getting through the transition has been like being in a sailboat without a motor. Had to course correct quite a bit. This is a straight from here to here. It's very powerful, shooting straight up. Yeah, because the photon is a wave first, and then it becomes a particle, right? There's something about your light. About your light. You give these a little shuffle. Time to shine. And you could be one of those people that helps others laugh also when they need to. Someone who lifts spirit up. See, overcoming opportunity, like having opportunities to overcome hardship and adversity. Overcoming with that card. And then 7 is eyeglasses with assessment, evaluate options. It is about the perspective, I think. It is about having a healthy, I think this is about having healthy perspective, seeing things clearly so that you see the opportunity within a misfortune, setback, or hardship. And then there may be an actual contract or something that's coming in that you'll have to look over closely. Tell me more about that. Opening up to a new experience with the pearl. So that says new horizons, and this one is like a new experience is what I get from it. Emotional force, honesty, intuition, diving deep, new layers of character. The moon, hidden things. And that card is saying looking for things that may be hidden. It is time to shine. The shooting star. The shooting star. Quick action. Wish granted. Rare. Luck. It's what you're attracting in at this time. Wow. So you are attracting in literally everything. So when we're open to this higher, the bigger picture, the higher perspective, we're opening up for the universe to grant us what we feel worthy and deserving of. And this can be a lot. This can be your time to shine, because so says the divine, you know, so it could be lined up with that. Something to do with your purpose too. So source, infinite, unending, enduring, awakening, interconnected, heaven, the higher perspective, the big picture, the law of one. Cabin. That's nice. That's actually a good way to get that card. So it laid out, it's almost like saying that your counsel, your wise counsel, might be coming from yourself. You may be the one that literally has the answers once you disconnect from the noise or the busyness of the world, finding peace and tranquility. There can be something too about a retreat, I'm getting, maybe. Not for all, but for some, a retreat, or just camping in general. There was a video I was watching right before this about two people that were going into the, or they were traveling in the mountains. So maybe there's a need for that. So the book burning card, I use it to symbolize burning the past chapter of, our lives, or what we, some experiences we don't want to go back through again. But in actuality, this card says censorship, silencing, control, persecute, to limit your freedom or constraint. So with it being in the reverse, I think this is marking a significant end of a chapter where there were those things going on, or there was energies that were making it hard to live up to your fullest potential. Let me get... Yeah, so any kind of energy that was making it hard to feel free, like your freedom, Eight of Swords, but it's in the reverse. This is you finding freedom from whatever it was, like any kind of restriction that another energy wanted you to think or obsessively think about in ways that you weren't free. You've escaped the mind prison. Pretty much, that's what you've done. You are freeing yourself from guilt, from worry, and you're not letting anything limit you or anyone, and certainly not your own thoughts, right? Okay, so I see that you may be on the fence here or trying to decide. We have 8-8, which, by the way, means wealth and always coming in. This 888, I just noticed. Okay, so there may be this decision that we haven't, like I said, on the fence, or haven't made up our mind about a decision that leads us into a different direction or our own way. Sometimes the Eight of Cups in the reverse is where we are trying to free ourselves from a situation that we were emotionally attached to, fearing separation in some way. So the Two of Swords can be a relationship, or it could be a job, or something that we fear moving on from. But it definitely has to do with something not working out that great in a group or with a collaboration. Tell me a little bit more. It's interesting. I feel like the reason it's in the reverse is just simply the decision hasn't been made yet. That's what I think. Another 8. So maybe that has to do with like your work. 8. 4 8s. The 8 of Pentacles. It does say learning a trade, gaining mastery. So for some of you all, that 3 of Pentacle energy in the reverse was about you going on and getting a different skill to add to what you're already skilled at. Because this is mastery level skill set. Like you have a lot of skill right now that can help you with different paths, different options, possibilities. And the Sun is one of the most positive cards you can get, saying that this is in transition. You are headed to a happier experience, or a time of a lot of energy. The Sun clears up the energy of the fog. So all will be really clear as to what this is about, or what direction this is. It seems to have something to do with your creative work that you do here. How you keep yourself busy throughout your day, or something that's more in alignment with your soul's path and your purpose, I feel like. Ooh. So we're awakening to that. 8, 9. Okay. Hey, 8888, 999, and 1111. So 999 says, thank the past for the lessons and leave it where it belongs, so you can make the best of a life still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. I am unique. So there's a wrapping up of something from the past. The 9 is the culmination where everything from your past led you to that point. And it's preparing you for the end of a chapter, but also the opening of a new door. 1111 says the universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed, helping you wake up to who you truly are. I am awakening. So that is what I've got for you, Libras. If you need a private reading, information is in the description box below. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.